Hi all, welcome to another video tutorial of Easy Way to Automation. So today we are going to see how can we automate OTP in Selenium. So we must have faced this scenario and it would have been challenging for all of us, right? How can we automate OTP in Selenium? For example, after entering username and password, okay, if somebody has enabled two-factor authentication, right? So that person has to enter OTP, right? So how can we automate this in Selenium? So to demonstrate what I have done, I have taken the example of GitHub website. Let me just show you manually. So if you see, this is my GitHub login page, right? So here I have to enter my email ID. After that, I have to enter my password. So once I click on sign in button, okay, it is telling me to enter OTP, okay, because I have enabled two-factor authentication. So here actually I have to enter OTP which I will be getting from my Authenticator app. Okay, so Microsoft Authenticator app. So what I will do, I will open my Authenticator app and I will enter the OTP. I'll show you how to configure this. Okay, so let me just enter. Okay, so as soon as you enter your TOTP, so basically it is called as time-based one-time password. Okay, TOTP. So if you see, once I entered that, okay, I successfully logged into my GitHub page. Okay, so how to do that actually, how to enable two-factor authentication first, let me just show you. So for that, what you need to do, okay, so you just click here, okay. After that, you have to go to settings. So once you go to settings, you will have something called as password and authentication. It will be displayed in the left navigation panel. Click on password and authentication. If you go down, you will find something called as two-factor authentication. Okay, so it has already been activated for me, so you have to activate this. Okay, so once you go for two-factor authentication, what you have to do is you just have to install Authenticator app on your mobile. Okay, so once you install and once you open your Authenticator app, you just have to click on this plus icon. Okay, so once you click on this plus icon, okay, and here it will ask whether you will go for personal account, work or school account, or other. So go for personal account. So once you select that, it will give you options. Okay, so how can you add your personal account? How do you want to add your personal account? You have to either scan QR code or you have to sign in with Microsoft. Okay, so you have to go for this option, scan QR code. So which QR code you need to sign? So for that, what you have to do is, you see here we have Authenticator app, right? So if you are configuring it for the first time, okay, so it will give you one scan, like a QR code like this. Okay, so what you have to do, like if you select QR code, okay, scan QR code, okay, so basically you have to scan this QR code on your mobile. Okay, so once you do that, what you have to do, okay, so after that you will get this message, confirmation message. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit. Okay, you have enabled two-factor authentication using your Authenticator app. Okay, so what you have to do actually, see here we have something called a setup key. Okay, so just click on the setup key link. Okay, and take this for your future reference. Okay, take it for your future reference. Okay, and after that, what you have to do, so you must be getting TOTP on your Authenticator app, right? So that you need to enter here in this box. Okay, verify the code from the app, right? So once you do that, okay, and you have to click on save button. Okay, so once you click on save button, you are done, you are good to go now. Okay, so this is the configuration, you have to do it. After that, you can log into your GitHub account, okay, with two-factor authentication. Okay, so I'm just canceling this for now. Okay, and I'll be logging out. Okay, so now how to automate this? Okay, so for that, what I have to do, I'll quickly launch IntelliJ. So this is my project actually. Okay, so what we can do, okay, we can create one class file. Okay, so I'll create one class file. Okay, and I'll name it as GitHub TOTP automation. Okay, and I'll quickly create one main method, public static void main. Okay, and I'll create one reference variable of WebDriver interface, public static WebDriver driver, and I'll initialize it to null first. Okay, and I'll have to import this WebDriver interface. Okay, so after that I'll just write driver is equal to new Chrome driver to launch Chrome browser. Okay, I'll also have to import this Chrome driver class. Okay, just a minute, it is not coming. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, after that I'll just write here driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, to maximize the browser window, and I'll set implicit wait also, driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicit wait, and I'll give duration of seconds, duration of seconds 10. Okay, so as we know, implicit wait works for the entire WebDriver instance. Okay, so it will wait for the specified time, right, before it throws no such element exception, right? So after that, what I can do, I'll just write your driver dot get. Okay, so I'll have to use this application URL. So once I click on sign in, I'll use this application URL. Okay, so after that I have to enter username and password. So let's inspect these web elements. Okay, so it has its ID attributes. I'll go for ID. I'll take this one and I'll just write here driver dot find element by dot ID. Okay, and after that I'll just write here send keys. Okay, then I'll let me do it for password also. Driver dot find element by dot ID. Let's inspect password field. It must be having ID attribute. Yeah, it has ID attribute. So I'll go for this one. I'll copy and paste it over here. Dot send keys. Okay, after that I have to click on sign in button. So I'll inspect sign in button. Okay, so it has name attribute. Okay, and its value is commit. So I'll go for this one by dot name. Okay, so just write your dot click. Okay, so username and password I have written it inside config.properties file. Okay, so I have to fetch it from this config.properties file. So for that, what I will do, I'll create one more utility, and I'll name it as properties reader, so that it will read that config.properties file and we will fetch our username and password during runtime. Okay, just because I don't want to expose my password. Okay, so I have kept it inside config.properties file. Okay, so I'll create one file. Sorry, I'll create one class file and I'll name it as properties reader. Okay, so quickly I'll create one method public. The return type will be properties, and I'll name it as get config properties. Okay, and we will import this class properties. I'll create one object of properties class. Okay, so I've created one reference variable of properties p, and I have assigned object to it. Okay, and I'll create few more reference variable, file, and one more file input stream. Okay, and I will import this file class, which comes from java.io package. Okay, so I'll just write here file is equal to new file. Okay, and we have to give the path where our config.properties file is located. Okay, so I'll just write here src, then we have main, then we have resources, right? If we go and check where our config.properties file is located, okay, src main resources, then we have one more folder test data. Inside this we have config.properties file. Okay, then I'll just write here input stream is equal to new file input stream. Okay, and I have to provide this reference variable of file type. Okay, and it will throw file not found exception. So I'll just have to add it. Okay, so after that I'll write p dot load. I'll have to give this input stream, so it will throw IO exception. So I can just go here and I'll write here IO exception. Okay, file not found exception, and at last I just have to return this p, because the return type is properties, right? So we have to return it. Done. Okay, so what I have to do, I just have to go to this class file, and here I'll just create one object of properties reader. So I will create one object. I'll just write here properties p is equal to, sorry, properties reader, right? Properties reader. Okay, I'll just give here a reader is equal to new properties reader. Okay, now we can write it here. Okay, reader dot get config properties dot get property, and the property name is username. Okay, and it will also throw IO exception. After that, I'll just write here reader dot get config properties dot get property, and I'll fetch password. Okay, so after that, what we have to do? Okay, so let me go here again. I'll just log out from here. Okay, okay, so if you see, once we click on sign in, okay, we are entering username. After that, we are entering password, and once I click on sign in, okay, so we have to again inspect this field, okay, where actually we have to enter our OTP. So I'll just inspect this, and if you see, it has ID attribute and it has also name attribute. We can take anything. Okay, I'll go for ID, and I'll go here and I'll write here, okay, driver dot find element by dot ID dot send keys. Okay, so here actually we have to provide the OTP. Now, how can we fetch OTP? Okay, so for that, okay, we have to use one library. So we have to use one library that is called as aerogear-otp-java library. Okay, so let's search that. Okay, aerogear-otp-java library. So what we have to do is we have to click on this link. Okay, Maven repository. And if you see, the version is 1.0.0, we have to add this dependency in our pom.xml file. Okay, because we have created a Maven project. So I'll take this dependency. Okay, I'll also add it here. Okay, so this dependency actually we need. Let me just decrease the font size. Okay. Okay, so this is the dependency we need. Okay, so I'll go and add it in my pom.xml file. Okay, so this is my pom.xml file, and I'll add it here. Okay, so after that I'll go to my class file. Okay, so here I have to create one object of TOTP class. Okay, so I'll just write here TOTP. Okay, then I'll just write here TOTP. Okay, it has come here. Okay, then just write TOTP is equal to new TOTP. Okay, and here actually we have to provide the setup key. I was talking about the setup key, right? So if I go to GitHub page, so here actually I have to provide the OTP. Okay, so let me just provide and log in. Once you log in, you have to click here. I have already shown this. Once again I am showing it. So again go to settings, click on password and authentication. Okay, so now if you see here we have two-factor authentication, right? So here actually you have to select the authenticator app. Okay, I have already configured this. Okay, I'll click on this edit. Okay, so for you it will come like this. Okay, and you have to scan this QR code. Okay, as I showed you, right? So you have to click on that plus icon on your authenticator app, and after that you just have to select personal account, then go for scan QR code, and you have to scan this. Okay, so once you scan this, okay, what you have to do, you have to click on this setup key. Okay, now this setup key you have to keep it for your reference. Okay, so I'll open one notepad. I'll just paste it. Okay, and this setup key we have to use it in our script also. See here actually we have to provide this setup key. Okay, got it? And once you do this, right, after that what you have to do, you have to provide the code from your app. Okay, so it is displaying TOTP, right, time based one time password. Okay, and you have to provide that. So let me also provide, and I'll click on save. Okay, that's it. So now what I have to do, I'll again go back to my script. Okay, so here actually I have used the setup key. After that what I'll do, I'll just write here string current OTP is equal to TOTP dot, we have something called as now. Okay, and this current OTP actually we have to pass it here. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let's just run the script and check whether it is working as expected or not. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just log out from this GitHub. Okay, and I'll run this script. It is running our script right now. Okay, it will take some time to launch Chrome browser as we are running it for the first time. Just a minute. Okay, sorry, I have to run this. Previously actually I executed the wrong class file. Okay, so if you see, it has launched a Chrome browser and it has invoked our application under test. It has entered username and password. It has clicked on sign in, and if you see, it has entered our OTP also, and the login is successful. Okay, so I logged into the application successfully with the help of OTP. Okay, so this is how actually we can automate the OTP in Selenium. Okay, so this is only applicable for Microsoft Authenticator app. Okay, if you're using Authenticator app, and you can use this. Okay, so this is how actually you can automate OTP in Selenium. I hope you found this video useful. If you like this video, okay, so please subscribe to my channel to learn Selenium using Java step by step. Thank you. See you in your next video.